So I opened this amazing piece of vintage antique luggage. It came from Argentina for sure, or I don't know why. Oh, I think it's because when I was there, the people were from Argentina and I asked questions, and then I saw this address, Cesar Canto, who immigrated to San Diego, California at the turn of the 1900s. And anyways, the person died, the house was abandoned, everything was stunning and amazing and beautiful. And I bought this piece of luggage unopened. I just bought it because it was $5. And I haven't opened it in years. I just opened it. And I saw this was one of the pieces. And then I realized that this piece of luggage that I have here, as you can see, everything is folded nice, and I put everything back because I wanted to make a video. Everything in here is Halloween. Can you believe it? Like Halloween or things that were worn in the 1900s, 10s, 20s, and 30s that later became Halloween, with Halloween costume patterns. Or I feel like they kept working and working, and then they put everything back. And I just wanted to show you some of the pieces. Look. Oh my God, that looks like Raggedy Ann. Oh my God. Anyway, so I guess we can start looking at things. So this is going to be a long video. These are patterns. When even the paper bag is old, but this is when the patterns, look, when the patterns were just not printed. They were just like like tissue wrapping paper, and then they had holes. In this one, not sure what it says. I guess that's the front, right? And front facing. Wow, this is great. So I don't want to get into much into the patterns. This could be another video of the antique patterns and vintage patterns. This one right here is a silk fabric. Some of them I don't even want to unfold because I feel like it's going to disintegrate in front of me. This is a beautiful scarf. You can totally tell it's from the 1900s. It could even be from the 1800s. It could be a blouse. It could be a dress. But for this video, and it smells more like antique. This right here appears to be a two-piece ensemble from the Victorian era. So this is probably a skirt. Maybe it was Grandma Moses, their grandma's clothes. In the rose print lavender, it looks to me to be, like 1900s for sure. It could be older. The fabrics are always going to be older. And then the designs are always going to be the time that they made, because the fashions lasted, like 2 or 3 decades. Some of the designs never really changed. So but by looking at the top part, we'll investigate what sort of outfit is this. So this is the top. As you can see, this is the little grommets. And It's a beautiful top with the real boning inside in metal. So you know this is obviously pre-World War One. So this is with the metal, so that means that it's probably from the 1800s for sure. Now with the metal, now I know that it's from the 1800s, probably like 1880s, 1890s. And then these are probably the sleeves. I don't know if this is the sleeve. It's too heavy to be a sleeve. This is something else, really. These are the sleeves. Beautiful sleeves, and they smell. Now, this right here is a costume. Now, this is probably from Christmas from an elf. These are elves. Elf shoes. These are totally elf shoes. Elf shoes. Probably from, I could say, the 1930s, probably, or 40s. And I don't know what that is. Now let's see. We're getting into the nitty-gritty. This appears to be a beautiful satin. This is a piece of underwear, so that means that this is a costume. Uh-oh. Look how fabulous. Old school. Wow. So this is definitely a costume, and then this is a skirt probably. So it was like a sheer see-through skirt with the bottoms. And then this is a rose made out of velvet to match the beautiful backdrop of this video. Is provided by the 1960s fabrics, textiles. Anyways. Now, I don't want to open things too much, but I can just pull this out and see what's going on in here because it's heavy. And there are some dates. And this appears to be a letter. And it was written in English. So not in some letters and some fabulous things. Let's see, what is this? The Health Education Department of San Diego City Schools. Dated April 6 to April 20, 1911. Maybe that's not 1911, but this appears to be very old. Very old paper. Let's see, I just want to find the date. This is another handwriting from the school. This is the Butterick pattern. So obviously this is a pattern. She's so 1940s. This is pretty amazing. Oh, we have found a date. We have a pattern for a costume from the Christensen's department store dated April 27, 1950. Wow. This is amazing. Amazing. So it could always be that this box, after a certain time, this is just fabric and some notes that I don't want to open, and this is a silver like a floral this is a flower that somebody made, like that would belong to a dress, and it's totally 1940s, you know, like more 40s and 50s, or even 1930s. But a lot of these things that we're putting here, you know, they maybe never opened this after the 1950s. So this is like every year they would put things back, and then they had Grandma Moses stuff. Now this one right here, just by looking at this fabric, it's a fine cotton, like Egyptian-like. And I think it's like a pillowcase, but it isn't. It's just a fabric. It's very, very soft, like I said. And there's dirt and acquired dust. And let's see what's in here. I might have to do another video of this showcasing what's in here because it's scaring me. So Halloween time has come. very quickly again. And these are some weird looking gloves that are very scary right now, with some rubber bands. And what is this? This is also some type of a hat or a piece of fabric that I don't want to open too much. And then this is a wig of some sort. Oh my God. It's Raggedy Ann's clothing. It's a costume for Raggedy Ann with this piece of paper. It's the book cover of Raggedy Ann. Possibly from the 1800s or whenever the Raggedy Ann came to life. So that means that this piece of Halloween item is older than old. It could be in antiquity. So for now, I'm gonna put it back since we already know it's Raggedy Ann, and I don't want to open it too much because it's a beautiful fabric. You can tell how beautiful this is. Because I want to do like an official video on this one after I'm done with this whole video of showcasing this box. So gently I will pull this away with all the fabulosity of costumes that I have found. This is just a piece of fabric. You know, oh, this is a Raggedy Ann, part of the Raggedy Ann. Now, it's so great to make a video right now where I don't have to stop the video, and I'm not going to be interrupted because I bought I'm paying monthly on YouTube 2T, which is 2 trillion gigabytes. Okay, so I can make a long video and then delete the video and make a new one. So I could never do this in the past because my collections are pretty amazing. I'm a collector of vintage couture. And by the way, look at this. This is just amazing. This is probably from the 1930s. This was in the box, obviously. And the fabrics match what was in here, by the way. And maybe this is part of the show. Maybe this belonged to this, right? Or maybe it had a flower, make it more gaiety 90s. Now, this, whatever is this is here. This is it's not onion fabric, but it feels like some type of a burlap onion, if you could call that, with this beautiful trim that it is from the 1920s or 30s. So this dress could have been made in the 50s. Well, maybe 1950, but in the 40s. But it could have been made in the 20s and then been put in here because it's actually pretty big. I mean, this is another video, right? Look at this amazing piece. So I see purple, and that only means Halloween, right? Because purple, black, and orange were the colors of Halloween at the time. So I will probably be making another video separate on this beautiful dress in color, in HD. And it has the beautiful color. This is totally 1920s. 1910s, probably. 1910s, 1930s. 1910s, 1920s, 1930s. Now, this piece right here, is like a cape. No, it's a skirt. It's a purple skirt that was part of a Halloween costume for sure, and it smells. Maybe this would have been the one that they made in 1950 from that pattern. Because it has dartings, but and then the machine that they use, or was it done by hand? No, this was all done by hand, and then they used like a single machine, and then they used the shear scissors, the special scissors that everybody used to use at the time, because the overlock machine didn't really exist too much yet. Look at this beautiful color. This is like extraordinary to me, because this electric blue is a sign of the times, and the shocking fuchsia also, because Elsa Schiaparelli, who was a designer in the 1930s, who's done amazing work, Schiaparelli was the one who started using this color. So this is definitely 1940s or 50s, but the sequins are 1930s. So a lot of the fabrics, and this could have been tie-dyed also, not something that you would buy at the store, because this is the fabric that's normal. Like maybe this is a normal fabric and this is the same fabric tie-dyed. So, because a lot of the people at the time, that's what they used to do. So this piece right here could be another video. I'm just going to unfold it a little bit and see what's going on over here. But it looks to be a sheer organza see-through dress with sequins. And it looks very 1940s. 1940, like it looks very Lucille Ball, but more like the Honeymooners. Something more of the House of the Honeymooners. And it has a beautiful bow. Look at that beautiful bow. And with some kind of a belt. Probably a belt that would just hold the dress. So even though that this could be like from the 40s, it also reminds me a lot of the 1920s. Maybe these girls were twins because maybe they decided to do two outfits for the price of one. Oh my God, this is just unbelievable. Look at this. This is another dress, and this is probably going to be another video. I'm going to showcase it on the mannequin, because this is just unbelievable. I'm just I just feel like I just won the lottery, really. And there is a fuchsia belt over here that has some strips. And we don't know what kind of a costume this is, but maybe they were trying to do like the follies of the 1920s or 30s, because this looks very 1930s. This type of sequence was done in the 1930s, 1920s. It's sad, believe me, Missy, that you were born to be a sissy without the fame and fuss. Anyway, so almost to the end, I realized that when I showed you this yellow thing that had the bottom part with the sheer skirt or something, that this matches also the top part. And this right here is a halter dress, a halter top. Wow. From the 1940s or 1930s. Because this has a little bakelite rhinestone brooch. It's an actual pin, so that's worth something. It's the original brooch that comes with it, and it appears to be like some kind of a lucite with the original metallic threading. There's a proper name for this, Some of this was actual gold lame. But anyways, that would be another video. But this is pretty amazing because this is a halter from the 1930s or 40s that belongs to that skirt. So it's totally also, it looks very Art Deco to me. Now this, I'm remembering something that when I bought this box years ago, I did manage to open it, and that's when I found this. But I actually found another piece that I don't know why I took. I thought it was kind of like, I don't know. It's hard to explain, but it is a dancing outfit made in the 1950s. And it's a two-piece, and I took it out of here. I don't know how I got how it was here, but anyways, I have to show it to you because it is out of this world, and I just remembered that it's hanging in one of my storages because it's from the same fabric as this. So anyway, so this is another outfit. This is a totally 1939, 1940 neck piece. Reminds me so much of The Wizard of Oz from 1939 because this is typical of the 1930s. So I guess this is going to be like a clownish or something that belongs to another costume. I don't know if it belongs to this little girl. This is a for a little girl for sure, and this is the top for a little girl, like a little skirt dress costume. The lady, maybe these are also part of the costumes. And then I think, well, there's extra fabric. So this is like a pink fabric on the bottom that was probably part that left over. I'm just gonna leave it there with this tissue paper. And then this is an actual belt, so we know that there is another outfit over here. Maybe the family had like twin sisters, because I just realized, look at this. Well, this is an adult fabric, as you can see. It's a woman's bottom in the yellow rayon, and it has some stains, and then it has this beautiful top with the bow. So with the purple bow, so that means that this was probably the skirt or a cape, and then this was the top that she just probably pinned it on the back, and then this is the front. Not very well made, but it's just like a quick costume. But he's just too excited that I own this, because this is like the whole outfit right here, right? And then this is a little girl's dress that is actually in kind of like in good condition for being in here. Yeah. So, oh, and then I forgot to open this. Oh, so this right here could be part of this, because the fabric. And this right here is a skirt. Oh, it's a pair of pants. Oops. Oh my goodness. It's a very high-waisted pair of pants. I mean, this is amazing, right? This is a very extremely rare piece. A very high-waisted pair of pants. with this little top. That would make sense. So we just need whatever they wore on the bottom, on the top part of the bra. I wonder what type of a costume this was. And the fabric for this is very 1930s. Obviously, it has the snaps on the side. So we always say that this is from the 30s or the 40s. It's high-waisted, so it's amazing. Anyway, so thanks for stopping by here on my channel, YouTube Medavog. And have a safe and fabulous Halloween. And if you want to see some of these beautiful pieces on my SDIORVINTAGE on eBay, happy beating. Goodbye.